Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode on the STBN server. As you can see, we're back at the base. I'm in front of the beacon, to be specific. I've been doing some work down here. Figured we got it, might as well use it. So, I have been doing some digging, as you can see. I've been doing a lot of digging. I want to clear this thing out. We're at level 10, and eye level is level 11. So we're at the prime diamond level. So we've got I think 4 more up that diamonds can spawn on. But for the most part, it's right this level and down. And what I want to do is clear it down to that level there, and then go up to 16. And I want to empty this whole thing out because we're going to need lots of supplies, lots of blocks, lots of bricks, because I've got a fairly large build concept that I want to do once we get done with all the farms and auto-generating cookers and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm just down here doing that. Now, I've been able to collect quite a lot of resources and whatnot. Also the good shiny bits. As you can see, there's some diamonds there. There's some few others over there. I really wasn't digging after them. I was just digging out these 2 layers, and I figure I'll get to them. I'll get to them soon enough. Filled up an entire double chest here of stone, as you can see. But so I've been collecting a lot of stone and a lot of redstone and gold and iron ores and all of that stuff, and I'm like, you know what? We're kind of running short already as it is on the space here. So I'm thinking, I know I was talking about having that what is it? What is this? I did not see this before. I've been down there in the by the beacon. I logged on and just went right down and started digging. I did not what? Hello. That is nice. And silk touch shears. I like them. That is nice. I'm not sure who did this. Maybe Chough, maybe Gearin, maybe Kerrnel. Could be anyone on the server, and I really, really appreciate it because I've been saying for about a month now, I can't seem to get a looting sword. That's awesome. Thank you. That is amazing. I don't know who did that, but you, Secret Santa, consider yourself hugged. Yes. And the reason I want that looting sword is, if you can take a guess, is for wither skulls, because I wouldn't mind having a couple more beacons to get some more of those little boosts in from them. You know, jump and regen and all the rest. So that was really cool. I like that. But anyway, as I was saying, so what I did back here, you remember there was a big lava pool. Well, I collected all the lava, slapped in the buckets, and it's in a chest over there. But what I want to do is, and like I said, you saw it, I dug it all the way around to this side here. But instead of doing the Tango Tech's new sorting system, because I went back and looked at it, and for an entire pod, if you will, entire section, you only get like 12 chests. And there's a lot of space it takes up, and it's a fantastic mechanism. I mean, I take nothing away from it. It is amazing what... chicken! I want chicken! It's amazing what he was able to accomplish, but for the room it takes, the number of chests you get, that ratio is very, very low. I'm sure maybe others out there will improve upon it, or maybe able to compact it and get more chests out of it. But for right now, I think we're going to maybe use that in another location. But right now, what I want to do is I want to fill this wall. I want this thing to be nice and full of chests down here for all that base raw supplies, the stone and cobble and slabs and stairs and all of that kind of stuff. That base building material is all going to go in here. But I don't want to have to keep going up and down, up and down, up and down that ladder over there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to build some sorters up here. We're also going to build a dropper elevator, however you say, whatever you say it. And we're going to have that come right from down there at the beacon. And that way I can mine and I can dump stuff into a chest and it will automatically come up here. It will automatically sort it to as for like the base materials, like the stone and cobble and other there was a diorite, the andesite, the granite, dirt, gravel, all that stuff will be automatically sorted into some chests over on this side. Then I can have a crafting station over here where I can just pull them out, craft them up into the slabs and stairs and fences and all that other good stuff, and that'll all go over on this side. And then maybe up top, up here is where we'll put the Tango's sorting system, where we get things like the more refined stuff, like the redstone and all the different redstone and rail systems and all that kind of stuff. But down here, I want basic storage, basic fundamental block storage. So I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll bring you back when I got when I'm a little further along, got something to show. All right. And it's taken shape. Look at that. So we've got a bunch of chests in here. You can see I've got this area here all nice and hollowed out. And like I said, this left side, this is all going to be filtered, sorted. Wow, words, hard. It's all going to be sorted. And I use a Silk Touch pick more times than not, more often than not. So I'm going to give myself 2 columns. That's basically 12 double chests for stone, a column for cobble, gravel, dirt, granite, andesite, and diorite. These are all going to be sorted. Now, on this side, this will be the like the slabs, the brick, was it stone brick slabs and square stairs. And boy, words are just hard for me today. Yeah, it's the middle of the day too. I don't know. It's that 2 o'clock hour. Maybe I need some of that 5-hour energy drink. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, so this will also be. Might have some like the grass and the what is it, the coarse dirt and some of the other like the other building blocks, but the crafted versions of what we get over here. These are just going to be the base the base blocks. Now I'm just as I'm thinking, as I got andesite, no, because I have to craft the polished diorite and andesite, so that they'll be the crafted. They'll be over here. So I'm going to continue making the chests. You see, I had to cut down the tree. I'm waiting for another one to grow there. And what is going to happen back here, these will all be hoppers, and then back in here, there's going to be a dropper shaft going down, and there'll be there'll be the filters, the item sorters back here, the Impulse SV version, the model, and then there'll be a dropper elevator back here somewhere, and then that'll come up and that'll hook into the hoppers, and away we go. I mean, you've probably seen it a dozen times. Well, you saw it in my last episode there on the Connect 4. Basically the same kind of thing, just on a little bit larger scale here. So, all right, let me continue on, and I'll bring you back in a little bit. Well, and continue on, we have, yeah, you ever do one of those projects where you just get on a roll, and next thing you know, you're like way farther along than you had intended? Yeah, that's what happened. As you can see behind me, I have all the chests are in. I have some item frames here labeling these few chests, and I've got this one right here. I'm labeling that unsorted, because how do you get across the idea of unsorted in an item frame? Not sure. Give me a comment if you know a way to do that with a single item in an item frame. Put that in the comments. I'll use it if I like it. I will use it. But what I've got here, as you can see, it's been all framed out. I've got sea lanterns above and below to keep the light level nice and good, nice and bright. Just for symmetry on either side, I've got an ender chest, I've got a crafting bench, and a little storage chest on either side. They're mirrored, as you can see. They're opposite each other like that. So what, like I said, what we did is we went ahead and hooked up the hoppers all behind from this column right here, from the sand all the way over to stone. And like I said, I use Silk Touch picks more often than anything else, and as you can see, I have down to 7 on this Silk Touch, and I'm down to 14 on that Silk Touch. So those are my only 2 Silk Touch efficiency 5 picks that I have. So I'm going to have to repair them, although I think one of them is actually on its has been repaired its last time, I think. I don't know, we'll find out, but yeah, so there was a lot of digging and a lot of stuff going on. So let me show you what we've got. And this, in this side over here, this is going to be for actual storage of individual items. As you can see behind you can kind of see the wall is white. That's because there's no hoppers back there. But over here you can kind of see that there's hoppers. And if I get just right, you can see like right here there's a hopper back there is filled with stone. And you can hear the clicking, and that's from the sugarcane farm there. And look, we're 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I think we're almost ready to the next light to go off. So I'm this thing, yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's show you what we got. And yeah, put a door here just to kind of close this up, make it look a little nicer. Now back around here, like I said, here are all the hoppers, and it goes way up there. Okay, it was a lot more hoppers than I had originally anticipated, and I think I kind of alluded to or insinuated the fact that the item sorters were going to be like down here. Actually, no, they're up there. You can see here's all the torches to lock the hoppers. The repeaters are right there, and you can just see the comparator right there coming off of the hoppers, but they're all the way up there up top. So so the filtering is going on up top, and then the items are dropping down each column, you know, as they go into their appropriate chest. And you can see right here is the line of the droppers here. And then I have on this side over here, I've hooked some comparators up to put some lights in right on the other side of this block and this block and that block. I thought it would be neat to show items going up the droppers here, but for some reason I still haven't figured out why. I occasionally have items that get stuck in there, and I don't understand that. I've built this thing 100 times and it's the same exact. I've gone over this a dozen times now from top to bottom, and I don't get it. If any of you have ever had that problem where you've got a dropper elevator here, and just for some reason items get stuck in it and you've figured out why, yeah, leave me a note in the comments, because you know, by the time you see this I may have figured it out, but if not, I'm always happy to get another perspective, and you may come across an idea or know something that I don't. So okay, but also you'll notice this hopper right here. Okay, this hopper, and it's pointing straight down, and then there's another hopper right below it. Well, this hopper chain right here, it actually comes across underneath. Remember those 2 chests that were right over there? That guy right there, and then the other one right there? Well, there's actually a hopper chain. Hey, open the door, thank you. There's a hopper chain that goes underneath those 2 chests that goes across one row, and then it goes all the way back to that last block, and then cuts underneath and comes out. It comes across, comes to right here, and goes straight all the way down to the bottom of this dropper elevator. Now the reason for that is because sometimes maybe you got a whole bunch of stuff in your inventory and you're over here and you're crafting it up and you're doing all kinds of stuff, and you get like, so like I got these 3 things here, so I have to go, okay, I have to go over here, I got to put one in this chest, and then it was like, oh yeah, I got cobble, and I put it here, and then, well, if this gets filled up, it's like, no, there's no room in that one, there's no room in that, so, and I got to find which room, and it's actually this one up here, it's all the way up here. I'm already like on my 4th double chest of stone, but I have to find which one is it to go through, and sometimes you just want to get in and out. So what I did is I made the crafting bench. I have my ender chest. Well, this chest, if I just drop these guys in, you'll notice away they go. And now we wait just a moment, and you will see these 3 lights right here start to click on and up. There they go. So what I did is I basically did a dump system, so that you could have a full inventory, and you just throw the items in here, and if it's one of these, it'll get sorted into the appropriate chest. And you see, there it is. It's stuck again. On those two, every time I get one block in each. That's so frustrating. I got to figure that out. But anyway, it doesn't stop us from me explaining what's going on here. But now this row, or column rather, this is all the unsorted items. So you got anything that's not over here will land in this one. So I'm down below and I'm digging out, and you can see I just throw the ores, and I throw anything else that I'm working on. I mean, everything from quartz to trees to hoppers to, like I said, ore and redstone and anything. I can just dump it in here, and it'll come back right over here, and then later on when I have more time or I'm not doing anything, I can go back and pull them out, and then I can sort them into this side. So that's what I've got right here, and I really like it, except for that little. But I really like this system, and as you can see, I'm still doing right around 120, 117, 130 frames per second. So I'm not getting too much lag really from these. Okay, so this is underneath, and I believe I showed you this before. I've already dug out from the beacon. I went 50 that direction and 50 that direction over there. So this whole quadrant right here, this I don't know what is this one? The southeast. The southeast quadrant has been completely dug out on level 10 and 11. So 10, 11 have been completely dug out, and I plan to take it all the way down to 5. That's level 5. So this whole thing right here is going to go out, and then I'm going to take this here up to, I believe, 16 right there. Because I believe, I'd have to double check, but I believe memory serves correctly that 16 is the last one that diamonds can be found at. So I'm just going to empty this whole thing out, and I've got some ideas for what to do down here. And one of the ideas centers around the word Elll, or Elll. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. I don't remember, but you might Google that, check that out. But I'm having some thoughts on that, and that might give you a hint on what I'm planning way up there. So anyway, but we've got our beacon, and I just kind of dug it out. I did a quartz, like a little quartz a box frame, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the walls. I'm thinking I might take like stained glass and glass panels, and maybe try to recreate a picture of the beacon in each of the 3 sides, and maybe this side open, or so. I don't know. I'm not very artistic, but I want to do something to make it look nice, because this is going to be like a central point and whatnot. But anyway, so as I'm digging, as I'm mining stuff out, here is where I can come over, I can take all my stuff from my inventory, and I can just come right to this chest, and I can just drop it in there, and away it goes. Now, the reason I'm doing a chest here instead of just going right here into this dropper is because I've noticed on occasion that if you access the dropper directly and just dump a whole bunch of stuff in here, it actually kind of gets stuck, and this whole system here stops working. And now I've got this on 3 and 3, or 2. Was it a 3-tick delay, 3-tick delay? I was thinking maybe the timing was the issue for those getting stuck up there. I don't know. I'm not sure. But you can see it's the standard dropper into a comparator, into a repeater block, and then you get the signal coming full back again. A full signal back, because out of the repeater here, and then you have this one coming back, and it powers the torch, so that you get right now this block will be powered, then it'll turn this off, allowing this thing to get shot up, and then this one, and it sends a pulse up this torch tree, if you will, and that's what drives the items up the droppers. But for some reason, when it gets all the way up there at the top, and it's only those ones way at the top is where the items get stuck. Really bugging me, really bugging me. But as you can see, I mean, there's diamonds there, and redstone, and iron, a whole bunch of coal, and there's more gold and lapis, and there's more diamonds, and I think I got diamonds over there. I don't think, yeah, there's more diamonds over there. So I mean, I've got more diamonds to pick up. So I mean, I'm going to be collecting them as I dig this whole thing out. And next, this is only one quadrant. I've still got that side over there and over there, but there is going to be a little bit of an issue. Is that I don't know if you can see it here. Here, can you see it? No, down there. If I hop up on top of that coal block and poke my head up, there's an abandoned mine shaft over there. And I found over in that direction there is a cave spider spawner. So I've got that, and then I believe not too far up above, right over here in that direction, is a skelly spawner. Maybe 3 or 4 levels up. I think it might be in the 20s. Might be in the 20s or something like that. But if that's the case, then this will be below it, and we won't have to worry about it. But that abandoned mine shaft over there, I don't know. I don't know. But you can see here's a cave right here. I got it all lit up and whatnot. But yeah, so I got all this to dig out. I'm going to need some more picks. I'm definitely going to be spending a lot of time down here. There's going to be, I'm looking at doing some. Well, I don't want to give it away too much, and my brain is still constantly shifting back and forth on what I'm going to do down here and how to make use of all this in conjunction with my farms and stuff up there, plus the stuff that we're eventually, I promise, get to on the surface. So that's where I'm thinking that Eli, I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember the pronunciation, but yeah, that has really been like taking over my brain, and it's just that idea just won't leave me. So I'm thinking that's what I need to do down here and up there. So all right, that's what we got here. I think I'm going to head on over to either the gold farm, the pigment farm, or maybe the end farm. One of the two. I need some XP so I can do some enchanting and get my picks repaired. Maybe you have to make some new ones, get some enchanting going on, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to go run some errands, and I'll either bring you along or we'll be back and we'll see where we're at. Because this may be a short episode, because I don't want to really continue on with anything else if I don't want to start something new and then have the episode run long. I'd rather cut it a little short and then we start with something fresh in the next one. So we'll see how it goes. All right, I'll be back in a bit. Hey everybody, before we wrap up this episode, like I said before, I didn't want to start anything new, being this close to this far into the episode and take up a whole bunch of time. But before we wrap it up, there was something that was just completed on the server here, and I wanted to come and give you guys a close-up look at it, as well as get myself some goodies. And you know what? It just so happens that I have a looting sword, if you remember. So guess what? Yes, that looting sword is going to come in very handy, because check this out. We have our very own wither farm. Look at this amazing build. Look at this thing. It is incredible. Now, and this was primarily Chough and Kerrnel. They put this together. I believe Chough actually started it. Kerrnel came in and they started tag teaming it. And then right at the very end, I came and helped out, and I got the sorting system hooked up. So we have a little AFK area right here. When you come over, you can hang out. We do, like I said, we have a sorting system. So we have some coal, we have gold nuggets. And then we have the magma creams and blaze rods. Now, blaze rods don't get dropped unless you kill the blazes themselves, but we didn't want to lose them. Bones we don't really care about. If there's regular skeletons that spawn in there, arrows and bows, and we already have skelly farms. And then the main area is right here to collect the skulls. And you can see there's nothing in there, because typically anybody that hangs out here, they'll collect the goods before they leave. And I've been here for a little bit. In between the last little segment and this one, I kind of hung out a little bit. And I've got my looting sword, as you can see right there. And let's go to town. See if we can get any skulls out of this. I don't see any yet. See a lot of coal. Come on, show me some skulls somewhere. Okay, looks like I have about the same amount of luck here as I do with the the state lottery. So let's try the other side. Yes, we have two sides to this that where the mobs collect. Come on, give me something. I hear some blazes pop. Oh, I just saw a skull. I think I just saw another one right there too. All right, this is going to be awesome. Alright, we'll just keep on going. We'll kill off all of them that have appeared here. Oh, give me that blaze. We get some blaze. Hopefully their blaze rod was dropped. Yeah, look, there's a couple of blaze rods. So if you're ever in here and blazes appear, if you can do it, just slap those suckers down and we get the blaze rods out of them. But let me take you around back, and I'll show you while we wait for everything to filter through the system. And somewhere, everything here is slabbed, yet somewhere we get pigmen are spawning. I'm not sure where. Can't do it there because that's not tall enough. But anyway, so around the side here, and you'll see here are the item sorters. So we have the coal, we have the nuggets, we have the magma cream, and the blaze rods. And then the skulls, of course, they get filtered out right here, or no, not yes, right here, and they go over here. They go up the dropper elevator right into that chest that we saw a moment ago. Now, anything that is not one of those five, that's not a coal, gold nugget, magma cream, blaze rod, or the wither skull, comes through this chain. And as you can see right here, actually, I want some bones right there because I can use those for oh, and I actually picked up one while I was still standing down there. That's pretty cool. So that's what the backside looks like. Let's get back around here and see if anything beyond that one skull. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! We've got a total of 4 skulls in this round alone. And that round alone, that is awesome. So we can get at least 1 beacon out of that. And oh, look, we've got another guy right here. What are the odds? What are the odds? Nope, coal. Alright, some coal. And just for the transparency of it, yeah, I've been here a little while before. So I've got 16 skulls now. That is a total of 5 more beacons that we can do. Oh, that is awesome stuff right there. But this is great, good stuff. I love this wither farm. So yeah, that I think that'll do it for this episode. We're gonna go ahead and call it good. I just wanted to show you this before we headed out. So once again, thanks for joining me for this episode. We'll be back to the base next time. We'll continue working down below, but I think we might have a neighbor in need. So join me next time and you'll see what I'm talking about.